Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Don't Write Back Show. How's everybody doing today?
Wonderful, Richard.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
How's Keith doing?
Keith, he's doing good. He loved it. He was
Yeah.
ecstatic with
There's-
his shout out.
There's the one thing that I wish I would have put at the end of that was goodbye to Keith. You know?
Tell him right now. Just look him in the eye.
Goodbye.
Keith, I'm sorry I missed it on the last one, but goodbye.
Do a gobble.
You do
Do a gobble.
He's like, I don't know how.
Turkey gobble.
Hold on.
That works.
He'll appreciate that. This is your swan song, Keith.
Oh man, how's your day?
Yeah, it really wasn't bad. It was just had a lot going on, a lot to get done.
It
But,
seems to be how it is lately.
but yeah, I got there. You know, all in all, I have to explain more later. But
Fair
all in
enough.
all, it was a good day. There's just a lot more to do than there probably should have been. So I didn't get some of the things I would have liked to have done
Fair enough.
accomplished. But there's always tomorrow.
Always tomorrow.
We will try again.
How was your day at work?
You know, I'd rather not talk about things that depress me and crush my soul. But it's all right.
Fair enough.
So, I was, well, first, how was your day?
Yeah.
Well, not to rub it in, but it was my day off.
You son of a bitch.
It was actually really good.
You can rub it in that tomorrow is your day off, too. Because tomorrow is going to be a bad day.
So, yeah.
A really bad day.
It-
you know.
I'm sorry. But anyway, I played Assassin's Creed Shadows basically all day.
Nice.
So it's
You're a bit ahead of me then, I'm
well,
sure.
I tinkered around. Well, it took me a while for that
To
to
figure
figure that
out.
one part out.
I thought it was funny you were explaining how that stuff worked. And as I'm listening, I'm like, yeah, I already know this. The whole thing is like, I figured that out last night.
I
Because
tried,
you
but-
must have not been paying attention at the very beginning, because like it walks you through how to do a lot of things, and the whole L2 thing, like it tells you.
yeah.
Like I'll just be
I had a feeling it did. I just like meh.
I'll just be up at a synchronization point, and I'm just sitting there, and then it'll just be like, hold down L2 to observe your surroundings. So I figured it out when I went to my first, because when I first got the free roam, I wasn't doing everything, but I was hitting all of the synchro points, all the viewpoints from there, and a little bit to the right, and then up to the hideout. So I figured out that. I figured out the eagle vision thing just out of habit. I just pushed down the stick until it worked.
Yep.
It's not as good as the old eagle vision, but it still works.
I missed the Ezio one.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie.
I don't really understand how like the multiple assassination thing works yet, because I don't think it's unlocked yet. I know it was a thing in Mirage, and I didn't play Mirage. You can like, I guess while you're holding down L2, probably you can like scan from enemy to enemy.
Yeah.
And then you can like multiple assassinate all of them in a row.
Oh.
So
I've yet to figure that out, but
Yeah.
I don't think it's like you said. I don't think it's unlocked.
I watched,
think under the tree because they have the assassin tree. I haven't looked at all the abilities.
Yeah.
But I know that's probably one of them.
Yeah.
So
Because I know I watched somebody do it on like TikTok when they were playing Mirage. That's how I know it's a thing.
gotcha.
And I just, like I said, probably haven't unlocked that yet.
That's
No. On a different note that's not Assassin's Creed related, there's a guy I work with. Don't know his name. He works in the online pickup area. Mm-hmm. And he looks like a little emo kid, kind of. I'm gonna ask him one day. He's probably gonna think I'm freaking weird. I'm gonna ask him if he plays any music, like plays an instrument.
Are you sad?
Yeah.
Do you like to play music?
Well, so the thing that caught my attention, like I know he's emo because he comes into work wearing a beanie like every day. Like even though it's hot outside, he comes in wearing a beanie. You'll know as I'm explaining things who I'm talking about. He's newer, so I don't really know his name.
We just call him Beanie Boy.
So he came in.
Beanie Baby.
I think he was wearing like a Jack Skellington beanie when he first started working there. When
It
it was
was
so
purple,
cold.
wasn't it?
I think so. I can't remember. But anyway, he like was wearing a Blink-182 shirt a couple weeks ago when I saw him, and I was like, okay, so he's like, he at least knows of our type of music.
Right.
I was like, now to what extent of a fan he is, I don't know. But I was like, it could just be he likes one song by them. But it was like it was like an Untitled shirt.
Oh, yeah.
Like the smiley with the blue and pink design and everything. So I was like, it wasn't a newer shirt. So I was like, okay. So he was like, he might be at least a casual fan of them. And then the other day he passed my department. He was wearing a Taylor shirt. And I was like, okay.
Like the guitar brand?
Yes. I was like, so he has to be at least some kind of big music fan to go that far. I was like, you can, because like I don't even know where to get a Taylor shirt around here without ordering it online. So I was like, I feel like he probably plays a little bit, and he seems that he would be into our kind of music. So
Did Doug find a new friend?
maybe
We just become best friends.
I'm gonna corner him and find out.
Hey, do you want to play
Wait till
bass?
I'm there.
Yeah. I was like, yeah. And then, slightly adjacent to that note, I just thought of, you know, how we're always looking for musicians to possibly get a group going at some point, or
Right.
to fill out our lineup. I think I know a guy that might drum for us if we ever get to that point.
Is it Micah?
No, but that would have been cool.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't even remember his name. I'd have to look it up on Facebook. We're Facebook friends. We're Facebook friends. He's tried to get some things going with me for a while now. I just forgot that he played drums. Ooh. Because like when we first were gonna start a group, I think we were both playing guitar, and then I guess he switched to drums, which he already knew how to play. But
Drummers are like unicorns.
yeah,
Very, very rare.
very
hard
rare
to find.
and hard to find. And then, you know, they're like, most of them are half dead and they suck because they look like the ones from Harry Potter. They look like Voldemort's been feeding on them for a while.
I like it, Doug. You're going to have to get in contact with this guy.
Yeah, I need to find out what he knows, how in depth he is, how hardcore he is.
I'm going to go in to Walmart and I'm going to ask to talk to Beanie Emo Boy.
See who they bring you.
Bring me the most pop punk person you have.
They're going to bring me.
Other than Doug.
Like they're going to bring me to you.
Yeah.
Like you summoned me.
Yes.
You're like, I was looking for the other boy.
Man.
I don't always have the pop punk emo look, but most people in that building know that I'm that guy.
He's a sad boy.
It's in my nature.
So, Michael,
Yes, sir.
what kind of questions you got for us today?
I do have a couple of Harry Potter questions, but before I read those, I come up with something while I was waiting for you.
Yeah.
And Doug, too. But one's geared towards you, one's geared towards Doug.
Okay.
And I don't want you to spare my feelings.
Is it NSFW?
No.
No. Okay.
For you, I made my top 5 Disney/Pixar movies. And I want you to tell me if my taste in movies are shit or if you somewhat agree.
Okay.
And you have to elaborate if you've seen each one and just
Okay.
kind of give me
Give you an idea.
a feel for each one I say. So, my number 5, I had to keep it old school animation. Sword and Stone.
I've never seen it.
You've never seen Sword and Stone?
No, I have
Oh my
not.
Call
gosh.
yourself a Disney fan. I grew up on that shit.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did you like it?
I loved that movie.
It's really good. It's fun.
It wasn't Macaulay Culkin in that movie, was it?
No.
No, I think that came
Just
out
some
way before.
generic blonde
Yeah.
boy with glasses looked oddly like Macaulay Culkin in my mind.
I think you're thinking of Page Massacre.
Oh, I am. Wait, what did you say? Sword in the Stone?
Yeah.
Weren't they in the same? There was like a combo VHS back in the day, and I feel like maybe it was those two together. I know I had Sword in the Stone with something else, and it was on the same VHS, and it was an actual Disney released one, not a
Yeah.
Food for Less record it with 2 VCR things.
Right. Oh, good old food for less video.
Yeah, it wasn't anything of that nature. It was like an actual VHS.
Yeah, this was about young King Arthur
Yeah.
Yes.
pulling this sword from the stone, and it had Merlin and his sidekick Archimedes and Owl. It was pretty good. It's an older movie.
I
So
enjoyed it.
at least Doug knows it.
I'm sorry.
I'm the real Disney fan.
And that's about it for the actual Disney animated one. The rest are Pixar animated.
Okay.
So you'll definitely see these. Number 4, The Emperor's New Groove.
Oh, okay. So I would figure that one would be a lot higher because it's pretty damn good.
That
And
one's
it's David Spade. I mean, I'm
Yes.
surprised David Spade is on the lower end of the top 5.
That's good.
It is pretty
I can
damn
watch
good.
that all the time.
Yeah.
Like I really do. I love that movie. I can watch it. I could just have it on in the background all the
He's
time.
like, boom, baby.
And I saw Doug throwing up the number 1 over there. I think that might be top of his list.
That's like his top,
Yep.
probably top animated movie ever.
Number 3. I have Lilo and Stitch.
Okay.
That's pretty dang good too.
That's good too. I'm
Yes.
kind of curious how the live action's going to be,
Oh,
but
it's gonna be good. And I don't know, that Snow White one kind of fucking tanked.
it tanked. Like, I still want to watch it just
You
to
love
see
to
it.
see it though.
I saw it made like what 45 million in the
Yeah.
opening weekend. And
Yeah,
they
and it's
spent
like,
like 350 million or something.
And they're trying to spin it and glow, saying that it's the number 1 movie in the box office this weekend. But it was like the only new movie.
All right.
Like, what, Novocaine's been out for like, 3 weeks now or something?
Yeah, I'm sure it probably made more than it did.
I didn't recognize any of the other movies on that list that are out right now.
Yeah, when I saw how bad it was tanking, it had like a 2 or something
Yeah,
like
it
that
dropped
on
down to
Rotten
a 2.
Tomatoes.
It dropped down to a 2 on IMDb.
Yeah,
All I know is the Minecraft movie comes out next month.
I'm excited. For
There's
that.
no Prince Charming in the Snow White movie.
Really?
Yeah. I listened to somebody give, like, they went and watched it.
dissertation?
Yeah, they went and watched it, and they just broke down everything. There's no Prince Charming, which the lady said in her interviews that they weren't doing that Prince Charming bullshit or whatever. You know, she's like, if anything, I'll be saving him, kind of whatever. So, he's like the leader of a rebel faction or something. And then he got consent to kiss her after, like, if she goes into a coma or some, I don't know, it was fucking stupid. I kind of quit paying attention to what she was saying about halfway through because I was like, so this would be like if we were like, we're gonna make a Snow White movie and we're gonna steal all the names from it and we're just gonna make shit up. like the 3 of us.
Just making
It'll
it
be
up.
like the
Boomer can be
Romeo and Juliet back in the 90s with Leonardo DiCaprio.
ever
Instead of
watch-
swords, it's guns.
Did you ever watch Romeo and Juliet?
No, I did not.
I did. Sucked. Number 2. Toy Story.
That's pretty great.
Whenever I was a kid, I was like
Monsters,
gay
Inc.
for
was
Toy
number
Story.
one.
I was like gay for Toy Story when I was a kid. Like I loved it, and
That
that
was
was
before they
all
had
I wanted
Jessie.
to watch. Yes. I remember so much so that one Christmas, I told my mom for Christmas, I just wanted a big Woody. And still to this day, I wish I had a big Woody.
We actually bought, when we went to Disney World like the first time, we actually bought Emily a Woody.
Did you?
Yeah.
Nice.
She still got it somewhere.
She liked Toy Story.
She did at the time.
Which
Now
which one's her favorite? Is it
She always wanted a Jessie one, but they didn't have a Jessie one.
Toy Story 2 is really good too.
Yeah.
It was hard to pick. I just had to go with the original.
Yeah.
Because if I had to sit here and actually tell you which one means the most, probably Toy Story 3 would be my favorite, absolute favorite. But I had to go with the original because that's the one I fell in love with as a kid.
Yeah, fair enough.
And number 1, Wreck-It Ralph.
Never seen it.
Never
You
seen
didn't
it?
put Monsters Inc. on there?
No, I do love Monsters Inc. I thought about Finding Nemo because I love Finding Nemo.
Yeah.
But no, it's Wreck-It Ralph. I absolutely love it. Have you watched it?
Nope.
You haven't watched
I didn't
it?
have a desire for it.
Oh my god!
You need to watch it.
I'll watch it.
You
I've
will
seen
love it.
I've seen parts of it. Don't they think like he's a bully or something or a bad guy?
He's a bad guy in a game, but he just wants to be loved.
John C. Reilly
Yep.
voices him,
Yep.
right? Yep.
I thought you were gonna say John Cena.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, he's a bad guy too. Right now.
He and Sarah Silverman are the stars.
I'm liking the John Cena thing right now, though.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Yeah. But anyway, I'd give, if I give you, am I rating your list? I'd
Yeah.
give it an 80.
All
Solid
right.
80.
There we go. I'll take it.
So, I've tried to watch something different every day this week, but it's all had a theme. You know what I've been watching?
Wrestling.
Every day, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna find something else. I'm like, let's watch Cyber Sunday from 2005. I was like, I'm pretty sure Shawn Michaels is on it. Last night was LFG and Rivals. And I don't even remember the Rivals were Ric Flair and Ricky Steamboat. So I was like, I really don't care. But it's wrestling and I haven't seen it. So I watched about half of that. And I was like, okay, I can go to bed now. So I watched like the first 4 In Your House pay-per-views from like 95, 96. Right before Shawn wins the belt. And then he's like headlining everyone. So I'm about to start watching all that. But
Watch his glow up.
yeah, when he got on the real drugs. Yeah.
The honeys.
Yeah. He got pretty hard to work with for a while, from what I hear.
He was just a sexy boy.
Not your boy toy, though.
Not your boy toy.
I watched the Kurt Angle. This is the sexy Kurt video.
Yeah.
It popped up in my feed a while ago.
It's pretty hilarious.
I was like, I gotta get that one in. All right, Michael, what you got?
Doug, I made my Harry Potter list of my top 5 Harry Potter movies.
It's one of my 2 favorite things.
So, number 5, Order of the Phoenix.
I had a feeling we were going there. Hey, at least it wasn't 7. It didn't get left off the list.
It did not get left off the list.
That's an improvement.
I have a new appreciation for it. I watched it recently. It's not bad. I gave it some unfair hate before, but now I see the error of my ways.
Yeah, I give
Still
unfair.
not number 1, though.
Yeah, I give
Or
unfair
2.
hate to Goblet of Fire all the time, so I understand.
So, number 4, Doug, I went with Half-Blood Prince.
That's the one that I first bought. That was my first Harry Potter movie.
Really?
Yep. I actually really watched it a lot. So it was my favorite at the time.
And
I just don't know how I feel about it.
You're going to think it's fucking stupid.
The reason why?
There's one character in that movie that makes it for me.
Hold on, I want to guess. It's not one of the main. Is it Cormac McLagan?
He does have a main part.
Or is it Lav? Oh, it's a guy. Okay. He does have a main part.
Yes.
Draco?
No.
Dumbledore? Because he dies?
No.
All right. Student, teacher.
Teacher.
Okay, he is a teacher.
Is it Snape?
No.
Slughorn. It's got to be Slughorn.
Slughorn.
I thought Slughorn would be too obvious.
Yes,
but
it's Slughorn.
Harry, my boy.
I don't know why. I even mentioned it last week to you about him calling Ron by the wrong
Wallenby.
name.
Wallenby.
Good to see you, Wallenby.
He fucking calls him the wrong name the whole
Every
movie.
time.
Yeah, he gets done. I'm pretty sure in one scene he's talking to Ginny, or he said he invited Ginny. And he's like, Miss Weasley will be there too. And then he looks at Ron. He's like, good to see you, Wallenby. Like, how do you not know that they're brother and sister and they have the same? You get the last name right if it's her. Just goes to show how not important Ron is in his eyes.
In Boomer's eyes,
I know.
sidekick.
No, it's the video games that he's the sidekick. I actually like him in the movies. I just hated the fact that in Goblet of Fire they kind of hated each other.
Yeah, well, Ron just got really jealous because
That's what he does.
Yeah,
He's a redheaded bitch.
Well,
because
you
he's
gotta-
never the favorite.
Yeah, that's right. I understand why he's.
I did too, and he got over it really quick as soon as he found out that
It wasn't him that
There was
actually did it.
dragons. He's like, you'd have to be nuts to want to enter that tournament and fight dragons.
Harry told him, "You'll always be just a little red-headed bitch."
If you see Jordan.
Fuck you, Jordan.
Yeah, fuck you, Jordan. I don't even know how I got to that song, but I love that song.
It's a good song.
Especially for the ending.
That's my favorite part of the song.
Redhead little bitch.
Where am I? Number 3?
I think so, yeah.
Prisoner of Azkaban.
Hot take. Usually that's right up there with 1 or 2. Mm-hmm. So you got 2 of them that are higher than that.
Yes.
And I know one of them. I just don't know if you're going to throw me a curveball and put that one at number 2. So.
What do you think my favorite part of Prisoner of Azkaban is?
So when Wormtail like turns back into a rat.
He's all like,
It's that's definitely part of it. Just
When
this is the Whomping Willow.
beating the shit out of
whopping my
Hermione.
willow. No, it's a little time turner thing where they go. Yeah,
She slaps his hand.
yeah. Just all of that. I like.
You foul, loathsome, evil little cockroach. Wham! Right in the face.
Nice punch.
Pow in the kisser. All right. What's number 2?
What do you think number 2 is?
I feel like you're throwing a curveball. Number 2 is going to be Goblet of Fire.
It's Goblet of Fire.
Dang. I'm on a roll.
It is Goblet of Fire.
What's your favorite part of that movie?
My favorite part of that movie, the dragons.
Oh man, I really like when he turns
No,
Draco into a ferret.
if I'm being honest, I like the ending with the maze and
Yeah.
when Voldemort comes back and all those.
When he comes back, he's like, he's back. He's back.
Yeah,
Voldemort's back.
and then the overacting
With Cedric's dad.
with Cedric's dad, the fucking overacting he does.
That's my son.
And then what do you think number 1 is?
Man, I don't know now. I'm thinking like the original number 1. No, it's Chamber of Secrets.
It's Chamber of Secrets.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Chamber
What's your
of
favorite part of that movie?
I would have to go with the basilisk battle at the end.
It's pretty sick.
It's a pretty good scene.
Yeah.
I liked just about anything to do with Lockhart and that movie because he's so dumb.
Yes.
Was it Presto, Pixie, Pestonomi? Take his wand.
When he
Cornish pixie.
when he
Freshly
obliviates
caught Cornish
himself.
Pixies.
When he obliviates himself.
Yeah.
It's like,
With Ron's wand.
yeah. Fucked up wand.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
So what do you think of my list, Doug?
It's shit. I hate it. No.
I'm really surprised that part 2 of Deathly Hallows ain't on there.
I really like Deathly Hallows, but it's hard for me to pick
Which one?
one or the other to be
I'd have to say I would give that like a.
69.
I was gonna say like a 7 out of 10,
Nice. I'll take it.
which is higher than I planned because you put Goblet of Fire so high. But
I didn't put it at 1 though.
yeah, knowing you and where you put it, I was like, yeah, okay, I can be generous.
Yeah, I didn't put it at 1. I really thought about putting Sorcerer's Stone at 1. Just because it was
The
started
original,
it,
yeah.
you know. Which I do.
But it has
I
to
do
be the
like.
extended cut.
Yes.
Because
I love that Peacock has the extended cuts of all of them.
So I think the first one, the extended cut, is like the best because it's almost the entire book.
Yeah.
Like they represent almost the entire book in that movie.
The thing that gets
with the extended one.
Dinged for me on the first ones that they completely left out Peeves.
Well, yeah.
All of them, really.
Which is one of the biggest problems I have with the Goblet of Fire. There's 2 big problems. They left out the Sphinx in the maze, which is one of my favorite things in the book, just because I think it would have looked awesome on screen. And then they left out Winky, the house elf,
Sons of bitches.
getting drunk on butterbeer.
Creature's an asshole.
He is until like halfway through the Deathly Hallows book.
Yeah.
Then he's like cooking for him all the time and being nice, and then he gets left alone.
I have to cut off the end of Deathly Hallows Part 1 short because I almost want to cry when Dobby gets killed.
It's rough.
It is rough.
It's rough. I saw a thing. It was like, I haven't seen the movies, and I'm almost done reading the books. I'm on the Deathly Hallows now. They're like, I just read the thing about Hedwig, so I made a list of all the characters that I can't handle it if they die. All my friends say that they're gonna have to check in on me because I won't be okay. She's like, how bad is it? And like, I start reading the list, and the first few are fine, and then it gets to like Luna, because like Luna don't die. The first couple she wrote down didn't die. She already had Hedwig marked off the list. It was at the top, and then like the last two is like Fred or George, and then the last one was Dobby. I was like, ooh, she gonna really struggle in this book. I was like, I'm pretty sure she killed off 7 or 9 like prominent characters in that book. I was keeping count when I first read it. It was a lot.
Top 5 characters I'd rather seen die than Dobby.
Top 1. Dolores Umbridge.
You're like, pick.
Ron, Hermione, Harry.
Yeah, Harry could have died. Over
Hagrid. No.
Don't say that.
Dobby. We love Hagrid.
Hagrid's butt crack.
Yeah, let's do that real quick. Let's top 5 that you'd rather see die than Dobby.
Lucius Malfoy.
Lucius, Draco.
Okay, so let's put a pin in that. Let's put some more parameters on this. We can't just pick the shitty people. It's gotta be people we like the good guys.
Oh, okay.
It's like Molly,
Neville.
Oh, Neville.
Fucking.
That's interesting.
He's been through a
Well,
lot.
he went from ugly to good looking. He made all of us look bad.
That's true.
Blow up like that.
But he did it. He did it for us.
Yeah.
He
He
did
also
what we
took out
couldn't.
Nagini.
Fuck it.
Who would take out Nagini? It wouldn't be Ron or Hermione, because they're the ones that are like holding each other as it's coming at them.
Oh, what assholes.
And
I wish they'd both died.
Was it Luna? Luna couldn't get it because she's a Ravenclaw.
That doesn't really matter.
I'm gonna throw you a
I'm throwing it in
curveball.
there.
Throw you a curveball, and fucking Moaning Myrtle swoops in and saves them.
You never know. Huh? It'll just go right through her. All right, some good ones that could die instead.
Seamus.
Yeah, Seamus can go.
Yeah,
Let's
he didn't
see.
do shit.
Who else?
He blew himself up. A lot.
Yeah, a lot.
That's how he would go out.
Just blow himself up.
Yep.
When got blown up.
Now I can't think of like any other good people.
The Dursleys.
Dudley was good at the end.
He was.
At the
The
end.
cross-eyed looking bitch.
Yeah. So let's see.
Okay, so
Do we count Cho Chang?
That I was gonna add. I was gonna.
Because in
say
the
her
book,
next.
she never betrayed him. They just got into a fight because he didn't know how to have a girlfriend.
So do we say Lucius at number 5? Or do
No,
we
because
go with
Lucius
Seamus?
is Seamus. Because
Well,
Lucius is
Seamus.
bad. Yeah.
So
Okay.
we're going with Seamus.
Okay, Seamus.
But I was thinking the same thing about Cho.
Cho.
Yep.
I say because book Cho was always good. Movie Cho betrayed them, but ended up still being good. So let's throw her. I'd throw her in there unless you object,
No, I don't.
because I never really cared for her anyway. That's 2. That's number 4.
I'm not killing any of the main trio.
McGonagall.
No.
Yeah, I couldn't do it.
She did it just to fucking show what a badass she is.
How about let's pick a Weasley.
Fred.
He already died.
George.
Percy. Percy.
Percy was good in the end.
Percy.
We throw Percy on that list.
I didn't-
Unless
I
you
didn't-
want to throw Molly on that
I didn't
list.
want. No, I didn't.
No,
Want to put,
don't. Not Molly. Not Molly.
I didn't want to put Bill in there.
You
'cause
do
he was
Arthur.
pretty cool.
Do Arthur. Do Arthur.
But he almost
So
dies
you
in
can slide
5.
in.
Yeah. There we go.
Can we really kill him off before he learns the function of a rubber duck?
Like you said
Okay,
before,
fine.
he
We'll
didn't
go
know
Arthur.
the
He doesn't-
function of a rubber.
Yeah, he doesn't know. He doesn't know how to do anything with a rubber.
No, he does not. So we're going Seamus. We're going
Cho.
Joe.
We're going.
Arthur.
I guess we're going Arthur.
Are we going?
I guess so.
we're doing it.
We're going to Arthur.
Let's see. Another one.
Somebody from the Order.
Somebody from the... Is Dean Thomas in it?
No, not really.
Okay.
Wasn't he the Wendy's guy?
Yeah.
Oh wait, that was Dave Thomas.
We'll see. There's Kingsley.
That's who I was thinking of.
We can
Kingsley
kill off
Shacklebolt.
Shacklebolt.
Yeah, I like
Nymphodora.
him, but no, she
No.
dies. She already
Okay.
dies.
Well then let's go
And,
with
and I love her and Remus.
let's go with
We're going with Shacklebolt.
no,
Why?
because that's my favorite.
I'm calling Molly then. We're gonna go ahead and kill off the
You
parents.
can't do that. You can't do that.
Can't kill both parents.
Can't kill both parents.
Slughorn.
Okay.
No.
I'm okay with Slughorn.
Don't
dying.
look, you asshole.
He pays for his sins. He gets Avada-Kedavra by Voldemort.
Who's your favorite character?
Who's my favorite character?
Who's your favorite character?
Voldemort.
Well, I wish he'd get fucking Hadouken off the fucking map.
Me too.
I was gonna say his
Fucking
favorite.
Ryu will show up.
His favorite's Luna.
Fuck Luna, she sucks.
Okay, I'll take it back. Okay, it's not Luna, but I'll take it
Luna's
back.
not your favorite. Who's
No.
your favorite? I don't know your favorite. I don't even know my favorite at this point.
I really like Ginny.
Ginny's the next to go.
No,
Fucking sacrifice Ginny.
no.
Fine, her and Harry, so that way, no more
They
bucks.
They can live in the afterlife together.
Yeah, hang out
Sure.
with his fucking dead parents.
God dang.
I mean, it happens.
I'm kidding, Boomer.
So
Our list went off the rails.
it did. So we're still sitting at number 4, right?
So, Seamus,
Joe,
Cho,
you said Arthur.
Arthur,
Creature.
You were-
Harry, and Ginny. So, no, we need a number 2. We need a number 2.
This one's a little hard.
Hagrid. Let's just go Hagrid.
You want to kill Hagrid?
Let's just go Hagrid.
He sacrifices himself.
He
for
had a
Harry.
nice long life.
He
Or Grop.
sacrificed himself.
We're gonna go Hagrid because Grop isn't nowhere to be seen in the last movie.
No, he's not.
He's in the book, though.
Yeah. We'll go
He's the one that
Hagrid.
throws Hagrid through the window.
Hagrid falls on Nagini.
And that's what destroys
Smothers it.
Yeah, it would destroy me. So
it. So number 1 is Neville.
And then, who's number 1, Doug?
So we're going with Hagrid, correct?
Yeah, we're
We
going
okay
Hagrid.
with Hagrid being gone?
sure.
Okay. Number 5. Okay, I got it.
It's hard to pick because
Oh,
I really started picking them off in the last book.
Yeah, I was because I would have said like Sirius, but he's already dead.
Yeah.
I got you one.
Let's hear it.
It's hard for me to say.
McGonagall.
No. Buckbeak.
Yeah, I'd rather see him die than Dobby.
Yeah.
I mean, I like Buckbeak. And I'd be sad, but
Whatever happened to Buckbeak?
I don't know at the end because he was like, no, I think he went back to Hagrid. They took him back to Hagrid. He was in
Norbert.
slaughter that boy. Done,
Take it
son. he was in Grimmauld Place with Sirius in the 5th book.
Oh, yeah.
And then they relocate him. I think they relocate him during that book back to Hagrid. He goes back to the grounds. He's staying with Hagrid on the grounds with the other hippogriffs. They just renamed him so people wouldn't notice that it was Buckbeak. They called him Witherwings.
What about Peter Pettigrew? What happened to him?
He
died.
He dies.
Yeah.
He does.
Yeah. They didn't do it in the movie, which kind of bothered me. Like they acted like he was knocked out.
Yeah.
But if they would have done his death scene, they probably would have been like, let's raise the rating of this movie a little bit to like PG-13.
Well, stop killing everybody.
It was a pretty gruesome death.
I thought it was already PG-13.
I don't remember. I thought it was just PG.
I should have made it rated R.
Yeah.
And showed some graphic shit.
Well, the way he died would have been pretty sick. It's his hand that Voldemort gives him, the
Beat
metal
him to
hand,
death.
choked him out,
Strangled
himself.
Nice.
Because he showed weakness. They're like, they were like trying to get him, and he was getting ready to attack them. And they're like, "Would you really?" He's like, "I saved your life. Would you really kill James's son after that?" And then he like pauses for a second, and like the second he pauses, the hand just goes around his throat and just squeezes him till he dies.
Ooh.
Crush the windpipe.
They should have made it more graphic and made it like crush his testicles first.
Oof.
And then rip them off.
Dang.
And then like shove them into his own mouth and then choke.
I was thinking maybe like they choked him out so hard that his eyes popped out
Dang.
or exploded.
That'd be pretty cool.
That'd be awesome.
Or he get the Negan treatment.
I don't know what that means.
Or Glenn treatment. Negan hits
Oh,
him
in the head.
and his eye pops out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's pretty graphic.
I've heard of that.
It's pretty rough.
He could do like the guy on Tenacious D wanted to cut his eyeballs out and put his balls in his eye holes. Yeah. No, we're not going over there.
No.
Come over here. I'm going to fucking stab you. No.
So, our list.
Yeah.
What'd y'all think?
I think
Yeah,
it's a
it's
pretty good
alright.
list.
Is there anything that y'all would change about it?
If I could figure out I'd probably swap out Hagrid
I would
for
just-
Kingsley.
I would sacrifice.
I would too, but he likes him, so.
Yeah.
I would sacrifice all the Weasleys.
Damn.
For Dobby?
Yes. There's
Nah.
enough of them.
Nah, not all of them. I'd let Ginny live and Ron. The rest of them can go.
You let Charlie
But
and Bill go?
if you
Or is that just so you can
If I had
go,
to.
Floor?
She can go too.
but
I
if
don't
you
like-
I
let
forgot about her, to be honest with you.
but if you smother Ron up to heaven, then you could have Hermione for yourself.
Meh,
Doesn't do it for you no more.
not anymore.
No more.
No.
Too skinny.
No. Had nothing to do with it.
Too bitchy.
Yeah, a little bit.
Full of herself. She's just
Yeah.
dating herself.
Pretty much at this point.
Fuck her. Remember you liked the what was her favorite band? The Postal.
Hey Monday.
Hey, Monday.
Hey Monday.
Hey Monday. I found that on one of her interviews that was like one of her favorite bands. And I looked them up and they were in our genre. So I was like, yeah, I'm going to listen to them. They just came back. They just got back together,
Did
by
they?
the way. So I actually became an actual fan because I keep up with they broke up and she went country. And I was like, well, I don't really care for you anymore because you went country.
Look at those boots.
And then they started doing all this like emo's not dead or emo night or whatever it is. All these like revival things, like the one in Vegas.
An emo revival.
Yeah,
I like that.
yeah.
I like
The return from the
patent
dead.
that pretty quick.
emo revival. Don't steal that.
Yeah, please. Patent pending.
Doug just spun gold out of shit.
But yeah, once it started making the comeback after the MGK album, basically,
Yeah.
they like got back together, and at least were playing these different festivals. So, I think it's Emo's Not Dead was the name of the one in Vegas.
Yeah. Sounds accurate.
So they played at that one.
What else do you got for us?
I was gonna ask Doug some questions.
Ooh. I want to
So-
let Richard answer them first.
Doug,
What's up?
in Chamber of Secrets, when Harry accidentally goes to Diagon Alley goes to
Nocturne.
whatever it is,
Alley.
instead of Diagon Alley, why didn't anyone travel to the same place and find him?
I don't think they knew exactly what he said.
In the movie, they did.
They thought he said diagonally. Mm-hmm. That's not nocturnally. I don't know how. Like, why are you saying why didn't they all say diagonally and see where they end up? Mm-hmm. That's a good point.
You're right, but I don't think that them all splitting up would have been such a good idea.
Well, I mean,
maybe
why
like,
didn't,
they may
why
not-
didn't Molly or Arthur
try.
That's true.
send the kids on, and then one of them go and find Harry?
Maybe they assumed that it not a real place
Because
that he would spit out somewhere around there because they're like, I hope you only went one grade too far.
Exactly, because that made her look like an asshole when she said that.
It's true.
That's why she got the watch. That's why Harry got the watch. A couple years later.
Then bang.
Like 5 years later, when he turns 17.
Yep. That's it.
Do you know? Oh, here's a question for you guys. A little trivia. Do you know who the watch belonged to that she gave him?
You told me.
Belonged to one of her brothers that died in the First War.
Gary.
They were I don't remember the first names. Their last name
one-eyed cat.
was. What was their last name? It started with a P, like Pusey or
You did tell me that along.
Gary Pusey.
Pucell or something.
Gary Pusey. Fine, Gary Pusey. That was my favorite Fire Stick commercial. He has no brain cells left.
No.
It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad.
Okay. When Harry was in the maze in Goblet of Fire, why didn't he use the Marauders map? Why didn't he bring it with him? Tell me, Doug. I want to know.
That's smart.
Right?
I
Fucking now.
never thought, because it would have made things too easy. Like when she's writing the book,
Yeah.
it was too obvious.
He could have seen all this shit coming.
He could have, but then it would have made that part of the book less interesting.
Were they-
Would have made it more practical, but less interesting.
Yeah.
Were they even allowed to bring anything with them besides the wand?
Technically, probably no.
He could have used some kind of enchantment.
He
and
could
put it in his
have.
blood or something.
I was gonna say he could have used Accio and just summoned it from the castle,
Yeah.
like he did.
Like he did the
like
broom.
they did the firebolt.
Yeah.
That's the other thing. Why didn't he just summon the firebolt to him and then just fly above the maze to the cup?
I also wrote down.
Makes me wonder if they put like an enchantment over the top to where you can't
Yeah.
go above the hedges
Kind of like they did whenever
and
they.
nothing can get in.
Kind of like they did at the Battle of Hogwarts. And they go,
Yeah.
yeah.
I wonder if they may have. That was never explained, but they may have done something like that.
Well, I guess they could have did some sort of enchantment that they couldn't use the map or anything.
Tweeted. Well, only Dumbledore even knew about that map, though. Out of all those people, and Snape, but.
Did they know that? Harry had it, though?
That explains it right there. That was it. He didn't have the map. That's why he couldn't use the map. He didn't have it.
That's yeah.
Barty Crouch Jr. had it.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't think they did it in the movie, but in the book, he gets caught out. He was trying to spy on Snape, I think. But anyway, he is like, no, he was doing the egg. He was coming out of the prefect's bathroom in the middle of the night. He was under the cloak, and he was going back upstairs, and he heard something, and he accidentally stepped into a step that sinks, and because they have like trick stairs, so he stepped in one of those and got stuck, and he dropped the egg, and it went off.
Started making a screeching sound.
So then he's hiding, and then Filch finds it, and he's freaking out like, oh, Peeves stole it. He stole the egg from a champion. I'm going to go get Snape, blah, 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 whatever. And Moody finds him, pulls him out of the stair, finds out about the map. It says he trusts him. He tells him what the map is. And he asks to borrow it. And, like, that's how he killed his dad.
They
because
didn't explain it in the book.
Yeah.
Or the movie.
Yeah, because like his dad popped up on the grounds. See, once he found out, he asked to borrow the map because he knew his name would pop up as Barty Crouch Jr. or as Barty Crouch, so he didn't want to be found out. So he took the map. But that's It goes in steps. That was why he was originally out. He had the egg with him, but he got distracted because he saw Barty Crouch's name in Snape's cellar because he was getting more polyjuice stuff. So then he got in the step and dropped the egg, and
That's why you're the goat. Doug.
it's all coming back to me.
That's why you're the goat.
If we were to ever finish the books, we'd get there.
Yeah,
If
maybe one day in about 7 years.
the next
Probably.
question I had was, do you remember whenever they were taking Umbridge out into the woods to show them Hagrid or Dumbledore's secret weapon?
Yeah,
It was gonna be Grop, but then the centaurs are all out there and shit. When they captured, did they gangbang her?
I don't think so.
I actually Googled it and it said they did rape her.
Wow. What was the proof? Like, did it give a?
I have no idea.
It just said yeah.
Yeah, it just said they had their way with her.
That's kind of funny, kind of fucked up.
Tore it up.
That's
So I have a question for you then. If they did that to her, was it like actual, that, or was it bestiality?
ooh.
They say
Well,
she's toad-like, and they're
full on bestiality.
yeah, it's like they're half horse. So she called them a half breed.
Okay, here was one I had while I was watching the movie. What is that cactus-looking thing Neville has in Order of the Phoenix? Also, it looks like one of those cactuses from Mario 64.
It's Mimbulus Mimbletonia.
Is that a fact?
That's a fact. That's what they're called.
I did not know that.
It's like a living plant, and it like shoots out stink sap or stick sap. I think it's called it stink sap. Yeah, because when he first brings it into the carriage, I think Harry's trying to get with Cho because it's in the 5th one, and
He just wanted a little Asian that night.
he does something like he does something like drops the plant or messes with it or something, and it like shoots them all full of that sap, and then Cho comes by and like Harry's all stinky and shit.
Dang.
He's like, "Way to go, Neville."
Cock blocked him.
Do you remember it, Boomer?
No, I don't.
Well, if you want to envision it, it looked like the cactus from Mario 64. You know, the big tall ones.
Yeah,
Could Voldemort kill Superman?
he couldn't even kill a kid, so I don't know.
I mean, if like
Could any wizard kill
Well,
Superman?
so we don't know, because, well, yes, we'll say yes. A smart one can do it easily. Just be like, Accio kryptonite, and whoosh, there you go. Stab him with it. He's done, son.
Which Superman is your Superman?
Tom
Clark
Welling.
Kent.
Yeah. He's everybody's Superman.
Pretty much.
Well, I was gonna say Tom Welling. I don't know why Clark Kent.
Clark Kent.
Dang.
That was good. I like it. Yeah, Tom Welling, for sure. But I'm not opposed to Tyler Hoechlin's, because I like him.
He's
I
the
just
guy
never-
that's in the Superman and Lois,
Yeah.
right?
I just never
He's pretty good.
watched the series. I only saw him in Supergirl and all the crossovers.
I watched season 1 and I thought it was pretty good.
And then you gave up.
I have this. I don't know why I do this. I start something, but I never finish it.
I know. You got about 12 video games that I finished that I'm waiting on you to finish.
Yeah.
So, Doug, in Order of the Phoenix, no one believes Harry that Voldemort returns. Why couldn't Harry pull that memory out of his brain like Dumbledore did and show him?
'Cause he didn't know how to do that yet.
I don't think he knew about it until.
But I guess the real question is, why didn't Dumbledore just pull that memory out of him and show it? But I guess their argument, because they're going to be in denial no matter what, like, especially Fudge, he was just going to not believe it no matter what.
We know in what is it?
Half-Blood Prince?
Half-Blood Prince, you can
Alter memories.
Yeah.
That was what I was going to say. That would be their argument. Like, oh, he just thinks that happened, and that's not a real memory.
Yeah.
Could have saved him a lot of grief, though.
They could have. Why didn't they just give him Veritaserum?
There you go.
He has to be honest. He can't lie at that point.
Let's see here. In Voldemort's cave, when they find the locket Horcrux, were those golems relatives that were attacking Harry out of the water? they looked a little like him.
Oh, Gollum from Lord of the Rings?
Yeah.
Let's go. Yeah, I think so. That's the crossover we need.
It is. that could have bridged the gap there.
Yeah.
Gandalf and Dumbledore were secret cousins.
They were lovers.
Probably lovers. I mean,
Would Liquid Luck have helped Harry against Voldemort or stopping the murder of Dumbledore? Which, I mean, it had happened, but...
I think so. Well, I don't think so with the Dumbledore thing. Because, like, it would have definitely happened because that's what Dumbledore planned to happen and wanted to. Now, what'd you say the other one was? Killing Voldemort? Yeah, as long as he didn't take too much. Because they say if you take too much or take it for too long, then it starts having the opposite effect.
Ah.
That's why people aren't drinking it all the time.
So is that like all at one time, or let's say I take a dose now and then I take a dose a month and a half later?
If you take a little bit on occasion, it's all right. But say you're taking a bit every day for like a week, you'd probably start having really shitty luck at the end of the week.
Probably. I agree with that.
So this one's not really a question. This one's just kind of a scenario. Ooh. But if I was Voldemort, at the end of Order of the Phoenix, I would have caught Harry and ended him on the Hogwarts Express on the way home.
Sure. Unless Dumbledore has some kind of protection over the train that Voldemort can't get through.
Maybe.
It's the only thing I can think of.
Yeah.
But
why didn't he attack him when he was at the Dursleys?
He can't. His mom's protection. That was why they did the whole, like, making the 7 Potters to leave the house as precisely when his enchantment broke. Or they were going to do it precisely when his enchantment broke, but they did it early. So, because as long as one of his relatives lived in that house and he could call it home, then he was protected by her sacrifice.
What if they were at the playground, though? To play the same effect?
Pretty much. I assume it's like within a certain radius. He's undetectable. They can't find him.
Fair enough.
But that's why they left. The Dursleys left like 10 minutes before him or whatever.
Yeah.
Like once they got to a certain spot to where they were outside of the protection zone and they apparated out with the people that took them, and then that's when his mom's protection broke, and then that's when they took off.
So who apparated him?
I cannot think of his name. Delphius Doge, maybe? No. I don't know. In the book, he had like a little monocle and a squeaky voice.
Isn't he the one that we met in the first book? At the Leaky Cauldron? Yeah,
I believe so.
He remembers that squeaky voice.
I just remember the name.
Yeah. I think I'm getting the name wrong, though, because that's the guy that does the obituary for Dumbledore, his friend, that he talks to at the wedding. Elphias Doge. There was a name in the first book that we read. It was when they were talking about shooting stars over Kent on the news.
Yeah.
And McGonagall's like, that's gotta be what's his face. And I just don't remember what his name was. So
remember how bitchy that one lady was when she's like, "My boy, did you even know Dumbledore at all?"
Oh no, Aunt Marge.
She was kind of a cunt.
Oh yeah, Aunt Marge was a bitch. She's like, she's wearing my mother's tiara. It looks better on me though.
Are we thinking about the same person?
I don't think we're talking about the same person.
We're talking about the lady at
the wedding.
At the wedding, yeah. You
Yeah,
said Marge.
I thought her name was. Oh, no, it's not Marge. It's Ron's aunt.
Yeah.
I just for some reason went straight to Aunt Marge. Yeah. But we're talking about the same person.
Yeah.
I just said the wrong
Yeah,
name.
yeah.
Aunt Muriel. I think her name's Muriel.
I remember that conversation. I'm like, what a bitch.
Yeah. It's worse in the book.
And then lastly, Doug, I had this quandary. I don't remember if I asked you this one on a previous episode or not. But in the first two movies, Hagrid's hut's in the same place. In Prisoner of Azkaban, it's in a different location and looks completely different. Is this because Hagrid was awarded a new job that has a different hut? Or does Hogwarts grounds change every so often?
Well, sadly, that has nothing to do with...
Because they look completely fucking different.
It has nothing to do with, like, actual Harry Potter. It's... The only reason it's different is because the third one, they introduced a new director, and he changed, like, a lot. That's why, like, Flitwick went from being, like, really old, decrepit looking to, like, a much younger, sophisticated guy. And then, but, like he made that change. He made the change. They made the change to how Griphook looks.
Right.
Which was also played by Warwick
He
Davis.
was a fucking bastard.
Yeah.
Especially there towards the end.
Yep. So, like...
I'm glad he died.
Yeah.
He was a dick.
Yeah, it was director changes. Like, he changed the aesthetic. The third one looked a lot darker than the first two.
Yeah. I was like, because the grounds changed, like, so fucking much from the first two to, like, the rest of it. Because, like, the Whomping Willow's not even the same fucking spot anymore. Yeah. Like, it was, like, basically in a fields right in front of Hogwarts, and then it was, like, way off out in the middle of fucking nowhere. Yeah. To the entrance of the Shrieking Shack out there. It's like, what the fuck? But
that's the reason. It was all just the director changed things around. And
what was the director's name?
That I don't remember. I don't do good with that stuff. No,
Chris Columbus, I think.
Christopher Columbus. I think he was the one for the third movie. I don't remember the director for the first two though.
Can I write him some hate mail?
Yeah,
please do.
Go for it.
Okay.
He'll probably never get it or care. But
probably not.
We could try.
I'll send him a box of shit.
British snacks.
Good one.
That was a good one.
He's used to eating shit already.
They got me some tasty treats.
Real cocoa, not that fake shit.
We need to revisit it.
Yes.
Try some different ones.
On a different note, butterbeer fucking sucks when you try to make it yourself.
The butterbeer goldfish was actually really good.
Was it?
Yep. It was pretty good. I still have a few left.
I had a bag at the house I finally opened up the other day, and then I went to work, and then I come back home, it's still sitting on the desk in my room, and I'm like, oh, nice. So I grab it. It's completely empty. My daughter ate it all. I was like, no.
So, I found the name. It was on page 10.
Diggle.
Daedalus Diggle.
Yep.
Boom.
I knew I had the D. You know, got the D.
It was Dweezil Zappa.
Dweezil.
You got the D.
Yeah.
The tenacious D.
Alpheus
Dogecoin.
Well.
Dogecoin. Doja Cat.
Also, another quandary that I had, Doug.
Yep.
You know how basically in the last two books, last three movies, they basically spent all their time pretty much out of Hogwarts and whatnot?
Yeah, pretty much.
Did they fucking graduate?
I think they were basically, like, they don't do degrees, but they basically got, like, an honorary degree. They weren't. They weren't.
Hermione, you'd think that'd be a big thing.
Yeah.
That like, oh, she's a dropout.
They weren't required
She
to.
actually went back.
She did.
Oh, did she? Oh.
They didn't require them to go back and finish like any of the seventh years.
Because when you beat Voldemort.
Yeah, you pretty much just get a pass.
School.
Yeah, pretty much.
Skip by on that.
McGonagall just kind of gave them all a pass. Like, yeah, you saved the world. You don't have to go back to school. I'm pretty sure Hermione does go back just because that's her personality and she has to finish. Yeah. So she goes back and does all her NEWTs and all that. Pretty sure Harry just... I don't really know what he did right away, but I know he just becomes an Auror. And then Ron also becomes an Auror, but then in one... I don't know if this one's canon or not, but I was reading it somewhere that he quits at some point and just starts helping George run the Weasley's Wizard Wheezes.
He helped his dad figure out what the function of a rubber duck was.
That was the important issue.
Yeah. I figured Harry probably figured that out for him after him and Ginny got hitched.
That would have been a pretty cool scene if at the end of the movie Harry just hands him a rubber duck.
Yeah.
Here you go.
The look he gives him too when he asks him that question, he's like,
No, it's gonna say like 2 months later, and Harry's been living in Ginny's room with her, and he just barges into the bathroom while Arthur's taking a bubble bath. He throws a duck in there. Like, this is the function of a rubber duck.
There you
Play
go.
it, Dad.
Here you go, Grandpa.
That would have been some funny shit. Not gonna lie.
That would be great. Stick that in your fucking pipe and smoke it, Chris Columbus.
I missed my calling. I should have been the director for Harry Potter movies.
We can always hope for a reboot.
I'm already kind of over it, but I'm gonna watch it and I'm gonna enjoy parts of it, and
You're gonna hate watch it.
I'm gonna rip it to shreds. I'm sure. I wanna have an open mind, but man, I'm just scared they're gonna change so much shit. And all I wanted was like them to flesh it out and make it accurate to the books.
You know how in The Nutty Professor, Le Clumps, when Eddie Murphy was like the whole family, pretty much, they could have just like had Gary Busey play every part in the new Harry Potter movie or a TV series. That'd been fucking cool.
That'd be funny, but man, I wouldn't be able to understand what's going on at that point.
You gotta admit it'd be cool.
They are in talks to get the next Hagrid though. They picked their guy. It just hasn't been finalized yet.
don't they start filming this year?
It's gonna be Mike Myers.
Yeah, it releases next year.
He's gonna talk like Shrek.
No, I was actually kind of excited for this guy. I don't know what I recognize him from, but I do recognize him. And I was like, oh, he would make a good Hagrid. Nick Frost. I know he was in Game of Thrones, but I didn't watch that.
Hold on.
Boomer's like, oh, I'm gonna pull up the old Google machine. He had a very recognizable face, but it said he's in talks to be the next Hagrid. So,
Well, let's just hope that they don't do what they did with the new Toxic Avenger movie.
Toxic Avenger. You talking about the Falcon Winter Soldier? No, Falcon Captain America.
No. This is like an old movie from the 80s. Toxic Avenger. He's this great, like, hulking fucking sludge muffled up dude.
Yeah.
And they rebooted it. And they got Peter Dinklage to play the fucking Toxic Avenger.
I like it.
I was like, what? He's going to be that tall. He's like, Toxic's like 7 foot tall.
They rename it to Flubber.
Like, what the fuck? Come on, Boomer.
You said Game of Thrones?
Somebody told me he was in Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones.
Ronnie told me he was in Game of Thrones.
What was his name? Jack Frost?
Okay,
Nick
sorry.
Frost.
Nick Frost.
Nick Khan. Tony Khan.
He wasn't in there on TV.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Maybe he wasn't in Game of Thrones.
Yes,
So.
he's from Paul. He's from Hot Fuzz. He does all those movies with Simon Pegg.
I know what he looks like.
Yeah,
He does look like. I think he'd look like a really good Hagrid, though.
yeah. He does all those comedies.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks pretty good. He did pretty good.
Yeah. I like this photo of him. He looks kind of like Hagrid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In a way.
Even the skinny one of the dude that I see here.
To me, he looks like the guy that played Paige's dad in Fighting with My Family.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why, but that's what popped into my head.
Game of Thrones never pops up.
Maybe he's not in. He was in Shaun of the Dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was Ed. Ed
Scott
from Shaun of the
Pilgrim
Dead.
takes off. See, it's Scott Pilgrim.
Yeah, I guess.
Super Nanny. He's the Super Nanny narrator. Oh, he was in Phineas and Ferb too. He's Captain Squint. I guess it's only two.
Whatever.
I'm gonna be honest. I've never watched an episode.
Phineas and Ferb.
Yep.
What?
Never watched an episode.
You didn't even like break down and watch the episode with Bowling for Soup in it
Nope.
as the 80s, you know,
He is
whatever their
working on
80s
it.
band
We're
was.
Fighting him.
I think his character's name was Danny or something like
The
that.
dad, then yeah.
From Love Handle.
Love Handle, yeah. It was
Nah,
good,
I never
man.
watched it.
Phineas and Ferb was a good.
It's pretty good.
I follow Dan Pavemeier on TikTok. He was the voice actor that did Doofenshmirtz. He's funny.
The last cartoon that I ever actually could sit down and watch was What's New Scooby Doo.
Ooh, that's a long time ago.
Yeah, it was.
I haven't really done Velma on Max. If you haven't watched it, it's fantastic. You should watch
Watch
it.
the first
I have
season.
a hard time watching like cartoon series anymore.
Yeah, this one's
I don't know
adult
why.
though. This one's adult. Like,
You would probably get a kick out of it.
yeah, you find it funny. I think I've shown you like little clips of like how like
Yeah.
off the rails Fred is, but it's funny.
Like I have a hard time watching Family Guy anymore.
Yeah, I don't
like,
watch Family Guy.
Family Guy, American Dad. I can watch like the old episodes. Same way with South Park. I can watch the old shit, but I cannot watch the new stuff.
So, really, the only time that we watch like South Park or Family Guy is when we're eating dinner. That's
yeah.
about it.
Yeah, I haven't
That's your eating time show.
Pretty much.
I haven't
But
seen a new episode all the way through since maybe 2014.
Dang. All I know is I can actually put on King of the Hill and watch King of the Hill.
I can watch King of the Hill, but
So-
that's just because it's old. But I know they're redoing it.
Yeah.
But I don't know that.
You can watch that.
I'm gonna watch it.
I'll probably
I'm
watch
excited.
I take that back.
Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah,
I was about to say.
I can do Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah, I still haven't watched all the new stuff. I started,
pretty good.
and I was watching it pretty religiously when they put that first season out, and then I
Yeah.
just kind of stopped. And I just don't think about going to Paramount Plus
Yeah,
to watch it. Like,
of all the streaming services I have, that and Max are probably the two I use the least.
ooh, I use Max all the time, or I used to.
I'm usually Peacock or Hulu.
Yeah,
My least one probably now at the moment is
Netflix.
it's Disney Plus.
Disney Plus. Warren watches it. I never watch Disney.
so I don't know where one ends and the other begins at this point because of them and Hulu. Like, because you can watch all the Hulu stuff through the Disney app.
Right.
Yeah.
So, like, I get on the Disney app probably more than anything right now, but I might as well be watching it on Hulu. So, like, because all the shows we're watching right now, almost all of them are ABC or Disney.
Yeah.
So I'm watching the new Daredevil every week. That's on Disney. I'm watching The Rookie every week. I'm watching Shifting Gears with Tim Allen, the new Tim Allen show.
yeah.
Yeah, that's
That-
pretty good.
You can find that on Hulu or Disney
Yeah.
Plus. So, like,
If I'm being honest, I'm only watching. The only reason I watch anything on Disney Plus is anything Star Wars related or anything Marvel related, and that'd be about it.
No Star Wars?
Yeah, I said Star Wars or
that's
Marvel.
the first thing he said.
I'm sorry, I was paying attention to Ollie over there. to zoned out.
To be fair, like, yeah, probably Marvel's the only thing I really go there for, or Mighty Ducks.
Can't believe I did that.
You're good.
Twice.
You're good.
Twice in an episode.
Dang.
It's all good, Clark Kent.
Wait, he took off the glasses.
Don't worry, I forgot who died in all the Harry Potter movies because everybody fucking died at the end. Can't keep track of who's alive and who's dead.
Pretty much.
It got pretty fucking grim towards the end.
Oh, yeah. So,
Got a little emo.
It was pretty fucking emo. There at
so
the end.
I
I
watched.
kept hearing the G note all the way through.
I'm waiting for the Black Parade.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we watched Rookie. We watch
Rookie's a good show.
Daredevil. We're watching Shifting Gears.
I've heard mixed reviews about Daredevil.
I love it, but the first episode. So I hadn't watched the first two episodes until they were both out, and somebody at work our buddy Dave, was asking me about it. I was like, man, I haven't watched it yet. It's like, I'm going to watch it on my day off and like tomorrow. And he's like, oh, well, I'm not going to spoil anything, but you're going to be shocked in the first like 5 minutes. And I was like, man, does this person die? And like, my mind immediately went to this part. And I'm like, does this person die? And he's like, I'm not saying anything until you watch it. Because I'm not going to spoil anything for you. You will be shocked. And sure enough, I start watching it in the first 5 minutes. The person that I thought died, he dies. And I was like, you got to be. I was sitting there and she's like, oh, baby, I'm sorry. I was like, I'm so pissed right now. I'm so pissed. I was like, I'm still going to watch it. I'm still going to love it. But I'm so mad I can't believe they killed him. And then I got to talking to Dave and he's like, well, in the comics, there's an alternate whatever where he's actually alive. I was like, well, that better be what story they're fucking telling because I'm going to be pissed. So, spoiler, Daredevil dies in the first episode. Just kidding.
No!
I don't know enough about the Daredevil comics, but I love the show. And I always loved Daredevil. Like, even when he was in the Spider-Man cartoon in the 90s.
Even when he was Ben Affleck.
Yep, I even liked that one. I thought he did a good job with what he was given. It's not his fault they wrote a terrible script.
Who did you like better? Daredevil or fucking what's his name? Ghost Rider.
Okay.
Nick Cage.
As far as the original movies,
Yeah.
like the 2005 and then
Yeah.
whenever Ghost Rider came out,
Yeah.
I
Just a couple years
I
later.
liked Ghost Rider better because it was Nicolas Cage.
Because Nicolas Cage.
Yeah.
Nicolas Cage.
Definitely because it was Nicolas Cage. He's like, I still unintentionally quote that movie, and like I don't even like when I say Italian, like when we're talking about like going out to eat or something. I'm always like, do you like Italian? Which is what he says in the movie. I don't know why he said Italian that way, but I call it Italian all the time because of that. I was like, I haven't watched that movie in like 15 years. How long it's been. It's been a long time. There's rumor that Jensen Ackles might be the new Ghost Rider. That'd be sick.
Oh, yeah?
I'd be in for it. He'd make a good Johnny Blaze. He's got the look for that. There's also people who are also wanting him to be Arthur Morgan in the Red Dead. If they do a Red Dead live action, they're pushing for Jensen Ackles to play Arthur.
That'd be cool.
From the second one, I was like, yeah, it would be awesome.
Why not John?
I don't know.
Have
Jared be
Jared
one
be
and
one.
Jensen be the other. Misha could be what's the bad guy from 2?
Dutch.
Dutch. Yeah, Misha could be Dutch. That'd be funny.
You about ready to round us out, Richard?
Yeah, we're going to wrap it up now, guys. Thanks for joining us. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Follow us on Facebook at the Don't Write Back Show. And look at our other content, because Doug plays guitar on some of it.
Sometimes.
And we have a lot of it.
We
And,
do. We
like
have a lot of content.
Over 170 videos.
That's insane. We've been doing this since 2022.
Yeah, this is year 3.
But like,
Actually, now that I think about it, I think we just hit our 3 year.
Yeah?
but that last year like was very sporadic.
Yes.
So if we were on the same pace we were at the beginning, we'd have about 300 to 400 videos out at this point.
You know, this is the first time in a while I think we've got the other 2 weeks in a row.
2 consecutive.
I was starting to think it wasn't happening today. So I didn't hear. I thought you were going to be here at like 4:15. I thought you were going to be in the driveway when I pulled up.
Oh, okay.
Because I just wasn't. I wasn't sure when you were coming over.
I kept waiting to
original
see you guys were streaming.
The original idea was, but Megan
Yeah.
had to work till
Gotta go
5:30.
get your kid.
So
I mean, it's fine. It gave me time to,
do the things you needed to do.
sit down and relax for 20 minutes. But all right, we better wrap it on up before I start playing "Hey There, Delilah" for Michael.
And
No. This song sucks.
yeah,
Dear
thanks for
Bob.
joining us, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Did you say "Dear Bobby"?
Dear Bobby, you remember when you were young and very pretty? I do.
I still remember. Black and white shadow shoes.
Alrighty.
I do. I still think of you.
Play it.
Is that a Power Rangers watch up there? Is that the Green Ranger?
No, it's a Slytherin